So, these are the red flags I found in guy friends. Hi, I'm Nala. Let's get into it. I remember I had this guy friend. I loved him like my little brother. I loved him. And he was like one of the most well-known people. One of the most well-known people when we went to school. And he was pretty, like one of the most prettiest, well-looking guys. Like, I want to tell you, all the girls went crazy over him. They went crazy over him. Okay? I remember when we started becoming friends, we first started talking. I thought he was cute. I didn't like him, but I was attracted to him. Like, he was a really pretty, beautiful guy. And then we started becoming good friends, really good friends. He was once called my best friend. We used to FaceTime, we used to call each other, hang out, eat. I remember when he told me how much he loved and he appreciated me. He loved of how genuine I was. He always used to tell me how much of an amazing person I was. He always told me to never forget or never let people change you. So, I never forgot about that till this day. I am an empathetic person. I am very emotionally intelligent. I can make anybody feel safe about talking to me about anything going on in their personal life. While it may seem that he had all the girls, everything that, everything you needed, like the popularity, the girls, the just whatever for a teenage boy. He always used to tell me of how lonely he felt. How insecure he was. Man. He used to tell me how much he didn't even think he was attractive. All these girls, everybody thought he was the finest stuff in the school. And he used to tell me, I don't even think I'm cute. He didn't know how to love himself. We both grew up, had a crazy childhood, and we used to vent to each other all the time. Very intelligent person, but he used to tell me, Nala, like, yo, Nala, like, I can never be by myself. I don't know how to be by myself. I'm scared of being lonely. I hate the feeling of loneliness. And I always used to tell him, even after he would go into relationships, girl after girl after girl, like, let yourself heal. I always tell him, focus on you. I would always tell him that. I told him how much of an amazing person he was. Amazing person. But he hated himself. His self-hatred was real. Everybody's insecure, but everybody has insecurities, but him being insecure was real. It showed. Him playing multiple girls. Him constantly always being in drama. You know, I'm very unproblematic. I'm very private. When I tell you guys, I don't allow drama. I don't respond to anything. Drama's just not in my life. So, he would always vent to me. and then tell me all these other girls' business and all. He just told me everything about other people's lives. And I was so private with my life. I never really opened up to him. I might have told him a couple things, but I've never told him what was really going on with me. Because I believe that nobody could really help me out besides God. So I didn't feel the need to tell anybody. Him telling everybody's business, I never really looked at that as a red flag. I remember we hang out one day, and he always used to tell me, like, Nala, like, you know, like, you're a really great person. Like, he used to compliment me all the time. All the time. About my appearance, how I looked. He used to compliment me all the time. Oh, I'm shaking. And, man, he always used to tell me, because I was so focused on myself. I was so tapped in on my inner self. Never had my first kiss. I was just never worried about relationships. He always used to tell me, like, you know, he used to flirt with me sometimes, and I always told him, like, I see you as a friend. I see you as a friend, like, you know, like, I'd always told him, before you even get into a relationship, focus on yourself. And me being that close to him, like, I saw what he needed to work on. I saw what he needed help with, and I would try my best to help him. But, of course, he didn't listen. I mean, he tried, but did he really, like, take accountability and really tap in and lock in with himself? No. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. I always told him, like, you're an amazing guy, but you need a lot. You need a lot of self-work. I saw that in him. And let's say if I even did like him, I wouldn't have dated him back then, because I knew it was never the right time. All them girls that he was playing or using, I knew that it wasn't going to last. I'm seeing red flag after red flag after red flag. Him being in a whole relationship. And his parents telling me, like, yo, like, you should try getting with that Nala girl. Him texting multiple girls. Him just being a lover, like, lover boy. And I remember he was talking to this girl, and his friends, I don't know what it was. I came back, I missed school for a couple days, and I'm over here. You guys, I come back, you know, we see each other. His friends telling me, like, yo, I think, you know, I think he actually likes you, da-da-da-da-da. And, you guys, I loved him, I did. But I was smart, and I have a lot of ambition. And I knew that even if I didn't like him, I would never date him, not right now. He told me how much he disliked himself. How much he had a lot of healing to do. How much anger was built up inside him. And I was not finna be with somebody who needed multiple girls' validation. Multiple people's validation. I wasn't gonna date somebody who gossiped so much. I loved him, but sheesh. I wasn't gonna be with somebody who doesn't even know how to love themselves. So I took accountability of his flaws. I told him, like, yo, like, you know, you're a great person, but I think you should work on this, this, and this. So I reject him. he didn't obviously ask me out, but he always hinted like, yo, Nala, like, whenever, you know, like, I really do, I love you. And our friendship was everything, you guys, everything. While I rejected him, he started, you know, started distancing himself from me, sneak dissing me, doing these terrible things to me. And while he's doing this, I was still there for him from the times he did text me. I always gave him advice. I was always there for him if he ever needed a shoulder to cry on or just somebody to talk to. I was always there for him. Boy, I wish he was there for me. I wish he was there for me. When I told him, like, I obviously wanted to be friends, when I tell him no, that nice no, that nice, you know, just friends, that turned into rumors. That turned into hate towards me. That turned into betrayal. And this is why I always say, keep your business between you and God. Because after I told him, like, not right now. Like, I still had a lot going on. I was also going through spiritual warfare. But I've always sacrificed. I have always sacrificed my time for whenever my friends needed me. But they can never do the same for me. Boy. I go through this battle. I go through this very personal situation. And boy. When you grieve, you guys, please grieve around those who you really trust, who you really know, or really just grieve to God. People will use your weakness. Once they find that weakness that you let them and allow them to see, they are going to use that against you so quick. I'm hurt. I'm damaged. I'm stuck. I'm shook. I felt like I wasn't even walking earth. I felt soulless. Boy. I needed somebody. I was at one of the most vulnerable states of my life. And that right there was when I realized he wasn't my actual friend. Guys will use rejection. Once you reject them, once you tell them no, once they don't get what they want from you, they will have a grudge against you or secret envy against you for the rest of your life. Don't tell people what you got going on. Don't tell people what's going good for you. What makes you happy right now? What's making you happy right now? Why you're so giggly and smiley all the time? Because they will turn that story so around. They will make a fake narrative and have other people believe it. All because I saw their flaws. And I told them nicely, I'm like, yo, you're an amazing person. But seeing in the state of mind you're in, the phase that you're in, you haven't fully grown yet. This guy was older than me. We're both going through life. I can't believe that costed our whole friendship. And for him to act like it was completely something else, when even before I went through that terrible time of my life, you were still acting weird towards me. And for them to accuse and self-project you for what they're doing is so crazy towards me. So crazy towards me. As much as I was hurt, I was betrayed, looking back now, I'm happy it happened because I saw their true colors. Oh, and don't let you be a popular guy out of school. Don't let you be that girl that they hate, because they will have people recruit and hate on you and try to bully you and try to act like they know you when they don't know anything about you. They will put this fake narrative. They will make you seem like such a terrible person. This fake version of you created in their head to make them believe whatever they did towards you was the right thing to do. It doesn't matter how nice, how genuine you are. If that inner demon finds something or is triggered in them, they are going to attack you so bad, bro. I have never been so shocked and surprised until that moment. So, red flags. Once you reject them, I'm saying like a good 8 times out of 10, they're going to have some secret animosity towards you. They're going to humble you. They're going to hate you. He always used to tell me how mature I was for my age. How intelligent I was, how beautiful I was. I went from that. I was his favorite person at the school. I went from that, being called that, to being called a bitch, to being called a liar, to being called a manipulator, to being called a crybaby. And you know what? While I'm getting all these rumors, all these rumors, all these people turning against me, all these people making fun of me, I didn't say anything. I let God do God. I don't need to prove anything towards anybody. If you want to turn against me, if you have this fake narrative, if you feel the way you feel this way towards me, and you don't want to sit next to me like a mature individuals would, and you want to run away from a situation that could have easily been fixed, that could have easily been communicated with, like, that tells me everything that I needed to know. He didn't find anything. I didn't tell him anything about what I was going through. And once I told him that one thing, he took it and he ran with it. I'm a bitch. But you talked. You felt so safe. You uplifted me. You felt so safe towards me. You told me everything. You even had feelings for me. And I'm a bitch. You uplifted me. You told your family about me. Ain't that crazy? And I wasn't never mad at him. The way he turned against me, I was never mad at him because I knew what he was going through. I knew he had a lot of learning and growing up to do. We both did. But at the time, he really needed it. I knew life didn't hit him yet. And maybe life was hitting him. But he wasn't growing. If you don't heal, and you don't learn how to love yourself, life will tear you up and will create you into this narcissist. I remember, you guys, I used to walk. I used to walk. I remember walking past him. And I couldn't even. I just knew that wasn't him anymore. That is somebody else. That's the devil. That's a demon. That was so crazy to me. And it's so hard, especially when you guys connected and was so close before. So close. We was like lucky. He was like lucky. And I was justice. Like, but I didn't do anything. I remember I used to be I was so hurt. I was in my room crying. I was in school bathrooms crying. I was so betrayed. I was praying, my God, like, what in the, like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? I was so shook and I was angry. I was so angry. But you are not going to find peace by doing or adding more evil to somebody who is already evil. Okay. I remember God, he was like, and you know what's crazy, you guys? I've had a dream about them betraying me, but I was so delusional in my head. I've never had a friendship like this before. It was going so well. And then boom. And that whole situation right there really made me be like, did he ever really genuinely love me as a friend? Or was everything that he was telling me he did for me, was it just a way for him to keep me as his side piece? Even though I ain't even had my first kiss yet. Like, I never let him get any beneficial things from me besides just our deep conversations and me just always being there for him as a friend. He didn't get anything physical from me. And I think that's why people can get so angry. I feel like guys, especially boys, I feel like boys, they get so mad when you're, especially as a young girl, when you know your potential, when you know your worth, when you're locked in with yourself, when you love yourself, when you're not stupid, when you're not boy crazy, when you have a brain and self-respect, they are going to hate you for it. When you have boundaries. He was crossing my boundaries, you guys. He's over here texting, blowing up my phone while we had that last conversation, I blocked him. He's telling people he blocked me. He's telling people, oh, I did this, I did that. And they took it and ran with it. Because you know why? You guys make the black woman seem so much like a villain. And it's so sad that society will always believe it. Always believe it. That whole chapter of my life really traumatized me into making new friends. But I apologize to God, and I always was so thankful that he let me see his true colors. Him flirting with me when he had a girlfriend. Him doing other girls wrong and playing in girls' faces, even though he made it so obvious that he was to them. Him doing that to them girls. I thought, well, I'm not gonna have any like lovey-dovey actions towards him. Like, he's just my friend. I thought it wasn't gonna matter. But honey, it did matter. It did matter. When guys who don't love themselves, when they hate themselves, just insecure men, run. Run. Because they are going to start getting jealous and hate you for your achievements, for your confidence, for your self-love, for your self-respect that they don't have. They are going to have this secret animosity towards you. Boys hate seeing strong young women. Strong women, period. They hate when you're not stupid. I was around people. It was like he didn't want to see anybody do better than him. I even tried to help him love himself. And he turned around and did those awful things towards me. But at the end of the day, I look at that as a blessing. Years, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. It hurts. He told my business. This is why I'm such a private person. He told my business. He made fake narratives. If you're going to tell somebody's business, first off, tell it right. Truthfully. Making rumors at your big age was so crazy to me. So crazy to me. You making rumors and you so quick to criticize me and put me under the bus really made me realize how much that our friendship did not mean anything towards you. You letting people who don't even know me, who never even had a conversation with me, face to face, talk about me and bash me right in front of you is so humiliating. So humiliating. You allowed that just to feel better about yourself. Feel better about yourself getting rejected. That is so crazy to me. So crazy to me. And with everything that I did for you. It's sad. I thought we were going to be lifetime friends. Because we got along. Everybody knew how well we got along with each other. But people, hurt people, will always find a problem. Narcissists will always never acknowledge what they did to you, but will acknowledge and try to make it seem like what you did to them was more hurtful. I never did anything. for you to put my business out there. False business out there. Well, I never, till this day, I never talked or spreaded any of your secrets or any of your personal business that you told me to this world and into this universe. Was so crazy. So crazy to me. What I want you guys to learn from this video is it doesn't matter how cute they are. It doesn't matter how popular they are. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. How strong he is, how rich he is. If he is disrespecting you, if he is doing anything towards you that would hurt you, leave. I haven't talked to them in years, and they're still downplaying my name. Miserable people, lonely people don't grow. They love company. You could have everything in this world you could have everything in this world, but if you do not have a pure soul, a stable mental health, and love for yourself, then you are not going to succeed. You are not going to succeed. You are not going to accept and be proud of who you are. That's when I realized he was a bad spirit. I used to tell him, just be by yourself, isolate, be in solitude. Solitude is so important. So important. So important. This friend of mine hated being by himself. Hated being by himself. If he was in a room, he would have to be by himself. He would have to be on the phone with somebody. He could not just sit with himself, sit and think and process what he has done. Because he knows there's no good. That demon gets triggered every single time. Every single time. Sitting in that bad spirit, those thoughts just coming into your mind. Sitting by yourself, just being alone, will make you go crazy. Will make you go crazy. Crazy. Good spirited people can sit by themselves, can have a full-blown conversation with themselves now. Good spirited people who have healed, who has done good for people, who could sit next to themselves, who could be around a big group and not feel intimidated, who doesn't feel triggered, who doesn't feel insecure. Who has took the time to learn to love themselves, bro. Their aura is just shining, brightening, being quiet. When you're a good spirit, you don't even have to speak. You don't even have to get your revenge. I don't have to do nothing. All I gotta do is pray. All I gotta be like, God, all I gotta do is just let it be. Because I know the universe, this universe is so spiritual. It's so spiritual. Karma is gonna get them back. You gotta have faith that you ain't even gotta do nothing. When somebody talks bad about me, listen. I don't have to do not one thing. I just ignore and pour my heart out into what I love doing. I don't gotta do a mother sucking thing. I don't gotta do nothing. Learn to be by yourself. If you cannot be happy by yourself, you do not need to be in no damn relationship. Period. This guy friend of mine, he did the most terrible things towards me. Brought it out into this world. And I did nothing. Oh, she's not doing anything. She's not saying anything. She's quiet because it's true. Honey. Listen. I'm quiet because why would I pour my energy, my beautiful energy, into this world and downplay myself? Why would I put negative energy into this world? Why would I sin? Why would I waste that sin on somebody who don't love themselves? I know he was going through his own battles. Why would I entertain your mockery? Your pathetic attitude. That drama that you love to find out, that you love to spread around the school. Honey, he could not try that against me. You could post about me on social media. You can make yourself the victim all you want to. I was damaging him more because I didn't do anything. I ignored him. He couldn't get a reaction out of me. I ignored the living crap out of him. And that demon, it kept on letting him try more things. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to defend myself because, you know why? I know what happened. I know the type of person I am. I love myself. I don't need other people's validation. Other people who don't even like themselves validation like you do. I don't need anybody's approval like you do. I don't need that. I really don't. As long as my approval, as long as my relationship with up here is good, then I'm straight. Why would I care about how you feel about me when I know how you did me? When I know how you feel about yourself? I have never, ever put your dirt out there. Ever. Because you know why? You know why? I'm too blessed. I'm too spiritually gifted. I'm too amazing. I'm too precious for any of that. I'm not going to get out of character. And for you to even be a young man at the time, for you to even do that towards me, to a younger girl, tells me everything I need to know about you. You go ahead and try to create drama, this one-sided drama against me, all you want to. Because I know every single night you're eating yourself up alive. I could sit down peacefully like I am right now. You can't do this. And I pray for years to this day that you find that. I really do. Because you know why? I still love you. I forgave you spiritually. But physically, you need to leave me alone. So to all my girls, any guy friend, be careful and distance yourself once you reject them. Because they can become animals. Most of them. 2, If he ever tries to cross your boundaries, leave on the spot. Make that firm. Don't be nice. Don't be, oh, I just don't allow. I just don't. Be so firm. Be so serious about it, like I am right now. If he's flirting, if he's playing other women, be careful. And of course, what number we on? 5. If he's insecure, run. 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 During that time, I remember I was like, once I realized, once he started showing his true colors, I was like, I just told the devil my business. I just told the devil my business. I just told the devil my business. It'd be so crazy because I'm over here sitting peacefully. God's blessing me. I'm growing. I'm smiling. I couldn't even smile back then. Wow, you're being a monitoring spirit. You're watching my every move. You're wondering what I'm up to. Wow, hating yourself. Still not taking the time out to heal. Using other people to distract yourself from what and how you're feeling. I don't have to do that at all. At all. And does the thought in the mind always come up like, wow, I miss him. I wonder how he's doing. Yes, all the time. But I have self-respect for myself. And until that apology is spoken, it's going to stay like this. Hi, I'm Nala. I'm a beginner YouTuber. Please be careful of who you allow in your life. And don't ignore those red flags, because it will eat you up for the rest of your life. I love you. Mwah. Chill. I wanna all night.